TV soap news and spoilers. In today's whirlwind of drama and secrets, we turn our focus to the ever-complicated story surrounding Fiona and her dangerous, escalating attempts to keep Sarah in the dark. Will Fiona finally give in to her guilt and reveal the truth to Xander before it's too late? Or will she double down on her desperate plan to keep Sarah from remembering what truly happened that fateful night? Let's dive deep into the latest episode and unravel the tension, deceit, and internal conflict that has left fans on the edge of their seats. Fiona's inner struggle. Will she go too far? In a scene thick with suspense, Fiona found herself at a dangerous crossroads. Her plan to keep Sarah from recalling the truth about that dreadful night was hanging by a thread. The episode opened with Fiona, her face etched with torment, as she held a pillow tightly to Sarah's face. For a heart-stopping moment, it seemed like Fiona might take a step too far, one that would change everything. The silence of the room was deafening as she hesitated, her conscience battling with her fear. But then, the sound of the doorknob turning shattered the tension. Fiona, in a rush, pulled the pillow away just as Xander entered the room, completely unaware of the dangerous scene that had just unfolded. Sarah stirred, waking up to the comforting presence of her husband. But the serenity of the moment was short-lived. Xander, with his ever-loyal concern for Sarah, immediately shared some important news. EJ had dropped the charges against Brady. For most, this would seem like a relief, but not for Fiona. She couldn't hold back her disbelief. After all, Brady had confessed, hadn't he? Why would EJ let him off the hook? Fiona's reaction was intense, her frustration bubbling to the surface as she called the decision ridiculous. Xander, though, had a different take. Brady's confession was useless if he couldn't even remember committing the crime. With Brady's memory a blank, the only thing that mattered now was Sarah's recollection of that night. And here lay the real problem. Sarah still couldn't remember the driver's face. Xander's desperation. Will he push Sarah too far? Xander, as desperate as ever to find justice, didn't miss a beat. If Sarah couldn't remember, then maybe they needed to push her a little harder. His suggestion was bold. Why not just tell everyone it was Brady? After all, he had confessed, right? But Sarah, to her credit, held her ground. She refused to lie, her moral compass guiding her even as Xander's impatience grew. She didn't appreciate him asking her to go against her principles, and her refusal left Xander feeling cornered. But Xander wasn't done. He had another idea, a last-ditch effort to jog Sarah's memory. He suggested that she undergo hypnosis. The mere mention of hypnosis brought Fiona to her breaking point. She scoffed at the idea, dismissing it as nonsense. But Xander and Sarah were undeterred. Marlena, after all, was renowned for her success with hypnosis. Surely, if anyone could help Sarah recover her memories, it was her. But Sarah wasn't convinced. Would Marlena, Brady's own mother, really be willing to help put her son behind bars? It was a tough question, and the doubt in Sarah's eyes was palpable. While Sarah struggled with the moral implications of Marlena's involvement, Xander remained confident. He was sure Marlena would do the right thing, even if it meant implicating her son. That's when Fiona, out of nowhere, dropped a bombshell. She questioned Marlena's willingness to help, given that Xander had shot her. Xander was taken aback. How on earth did Fiona know about that? A tense silence filled the room as Fiona, clearly caught off guard, scrambled for an explanation. She lied quickly, claiming she had looked up Xander's past online when she first came to town. But the truth was far more dangerous than Xander or Sarah could have imagined. Fiona wasn't just an innocent bystander in this twisted tale. She had her own dark secrets, and she was determined to keep them buried. Xander, unaware of the true depths of Fiona's involvement, continued to insist that he was a changed man, changed because of Sarah's love. That's why he wanted Brady to pay, he argued. Sarah, still conflicted, began to waver. Fiona saw her opening and pounced, agreeing with Sarah that they should let the matter go. But Xander wasn't having it. His need for justice overruled any hesitation, and he convinced Sarah to meet with Marlena and give hypnosis a try. As Fiona left the room, carrying Sarah's food tray, her heart raced. She knew time was running out. Xander's determination to uncover the truth was relentless, and if Sarah went through with the hypnosis, it was only a matter of time before the memories came flooding back. She had to stop this before it was too late. With Xander sitting on the bed beside Sarah, hopeful that hypnosis would finally bring clarity, Fiona stood outside the door, her ear pressed against the wood, listening. The weight of her guilt and fear pressed down on her, suffocating her as she muttered quietly to herself, "I'm sorry, Xander. I can't let that happen." The enormity of her plan was sinking in, and Fiona's inner turmoil was more intense than ever. The question that now lingers is this: will Fiona go through with her plan to prevent Sarah from regaining her memories, no matter the cost? Or will the weight of her guilt finally crush her resolve, forcing her to admit everything to Xander before more damage is done? Fiona's secret is teetering on the edge of exposure, and with each passing moment, the risk grows. Fiona's desperation has reached its breaking point, and we're left wondering just how far she'll go to keep her lies hidden. Will she take drastic measures to stop Sarah from remembering, or will she finally crumble under the pressure and confess everything? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.